Hey there, it's Mario here, and in this video you're gonna learn, should you take a multivitamin supplement? So this video is kind of my viewpoint on the whole multivitamin debate. There's been a lot of different kinds of opinions on this. Some people will say, hey, you shouldn't take any supplements whatsoever. You should take all of your micronutrition from food, like real food, unprocessed food. Some people will say, hey, why not? Why not take a multivitamin? And a third group would say, hey, if you take a multi, you might be getting away with eating a lot more processed food because you'll cover all your deficiencies, right? So there's different opinions out there. And when we look at the statistics, we see that this is a big industry, right? 1 out of 3 Americans are taking a multi on a daily basis. Another piece of stat that is really fascinating to me is that about $12 billion per year are spent on vitamins and minerals. So it's a big industry, right? There's a lot of money involved. And anywhere there's a lot of money involved, we know that there's a lot of marketing involved as well. So a lot of these companies will try to persuade us that kind of more is better, right? If a little bit of this supplement is good, then people assume, and they're not to blame really, because a lot of marketing kind of markets the could be better fact. They don't say it will be better, but they say it could be better, and people are like, yeah, let's just take more, right? And in the never-ending pursuit of optimal health, people end up spending a ton of cash on this stuff, and at best they don't have any side effects. At worst, they might actually have some negative effects. Generally, when you look at all the multivitamin supplementation, I mean, at best, they will simply prevent deficiencies, and that's the best you can hope for. Anything going past that, after, if you're not deficient, if your body has enough, it's not useful, right? Your body will just not absorb, not use it. So there's really no point in going for any mega dosing or high increases in like various vitamins such as B12 or like, I don't know, I see vitamin C being mega dosed a lot, and there's really no effect. It can actually be very harmful. So when we look at who are these people that have the recommendations for multivitamins, I mean, if you look at the RDA, it's usually people who don't exercise, right? Those people are being recommended to take a multivitamin at a specific dosage. And for us who exercise, we do have higher needs for macronutrition and micronutrition. If your goal is to optimize your body composition, like increase lean body mass and reduce body fat, you generally will benefit from a high protein diet. That's a well-known fact. You probably will have to eat a little bit more calories if you want to put on muscle mass, be in a caloric deficit if you want to lose fat mass while training. But in another case, we also have an increased need for micronutrition, and that is why a multivitamin is a good recommendation for athletes, right? Athletes will benefit because it simply prevents any possible deficiency, right? We want to be a little bit preventive focused here, because I'm leaning more toward that approach of why not, right? It's just a couple of dollars a month, and you're going to be 100% sure that you're not missing any micronutrient, right? So why not take it, right? It's such a small investment, and it's just the fact that you have to think about this stuff isn't really worth it, in my opinion, right? There's also various different kinds of supplements out there. A lot of them will be just some kind of expensive formula that has really good marketing around it, and it's going to be packed with like amino acids. There's going to be like stuff, I don't know, like antioxidants. Like a lot of people will try to sell some kind of detox with the multi. Most of this stuff is just simple nonsense, and no scientific evidence has been proven whatsoever that something can detox your liver. I mean, it's just ridiculous, right? So when you look at a multi, like a basic one from Costco or somewhere like that, will do its job, right? The ingredients inside are the ingredients that are patented. We know what vitamin C is from a scientific standpoint. That's going to be the same vitamin C there as in other formulas. I won't mention specific product names because obviously there's a variety of products out there and different pricing points. But I would say just the basic one will do the job, right? You don't need to like do a ton of research on this. Just take the basic one. If you're worried, you can take it twice a day, right? So outside of that, there's a few things you should kind of think about when you're buying a multi. If you're a guy who's eating a lot of red meat and you get a lot of iron from that, you should probably take a multivitamin and multi-mineral that doesn't have iron in it, right? So that's simple. It's a very simple recommendation, because that iron could put you past your upper tolerable limit and can have some harmful effects. For women, you should generally take a multi-mineral with something that has iron, because it definitely can play a key role for women because of the menstrual cycle and all these other things. Aside from that, my general viewpoint on a multivitamin is take it. Why not? Why shouldn't you take it? It's just a small investment to prevent any possible deficiencies. Aside from a multi, the only legal stuff that works for performance would be creatine, a creatine monohydrate. I already made a video about that. I'm going to leave the description below. All about creatine you need to know. Caffeine works. You know, it's simple. 2-3 cups of coffee a day will do the maximum amount of what you can get out of caffeine. Almost all fat burning supplements are useless in a sense that main ingredient is caffeine, so you don't really need to waste your money. There's some promising evidence on beta-alanine, but that's just simply for high repetition work, maybe for some endurance athletes. But for weight training individuals, it's questionable whether it's worth the investment. Whey protein is simply a food. You know, I just look at it like a convenient food source for protein. It's not really a supplement. I mean, you could argue that, but I just view it like that. I mean, there's really not much stuff out there you should be worried about. But the bottom line here is, for a multi, take it just to be sure, and why not, basically, the mindset. And one thing I'm curious about, are you taking a multivitamin right now? So leave that in the comments below. And aside from that, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click subscribe below to support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.